First out, shout out to and all the crew. You guys rock. If you gotta listen to gospel music, I highly recommend them. Boost Nation, my Boost Nation, Boost 97.3. Especially boom. I just heard a bump. Especially for younger people who are or people who just need a change. If this keeps breaking out, I'm just do a video about it and keep on about my way, because you know what? When I'm focused on something, who stops me? Nobody. Secondly, to someone who I've tried to like see the intelligence in you, but if your only answer is people just need to do more drugs, either you are the stupidest individual ever. You have literally gone full circle from being, you almost had it, but you lost it, or you trolling. And I know, Aquariuses can be like that. Aquarius, nobody can troll you like an Aquarius. They are the epitome of what they are. You just got to take what you need to take out. Did I strike a nerve? Anyway, you can tell people who don't raise their own kids. I have never wanted to be anybody's mother. Yeah, I am more of a mother than most people I know. And that's sad, because I've never wanted to be a mother. Yeah, I end up being the favorite auntie. I end up being a more understanding and reputable source or sense of comfort than most people I know. That's sad, when you will do more for weed than your own children. And speaking of which,
well, a deadly drug disguised as colorful candy. Federal drug officials are warning about a new trend emerging across the country.
The CBS 3 health reporter Stephanie Stella is here with what to watch out for, especially before Halloween.
It really is scary, guys. We are talking about fentanyl designed to attract young people.
I knew this was going to happen, because certain powers that be don't want you to hear it. It's the ultimate yin and yang, the battle of good and evil. And again, I'm not saving anybody's kids, and I'm damn sure not saving adults. But as the person that I am, I will give you the balance and the logic of your stupidity. If you can't feel this, then I for the lack of a better phrase, as Kanye would say, I hope you die slow, because you deserve it.
Designed to attract young people, the synthetic opioid is 50 times more potent than heroin and considered the deadliest drug threat facing the United States. It looks like colorful candy, but this is actually rainbow fentanyl that's potentially deadly. These images coming from the Drug Enforcement Administration sending out the alert about an alarming trend.
The game has changed in terms of pills and powder now, because they are laced with fentanyl. And getting the word out is so important, because the users are unsuspecting. They don't know that they're taking a pill with fentanyl in it.
Federal drug officials say the so-called rainbow fentanyl, in the form of pills and powder, come in bright colors, shapes, and sizes. This appears to be a new method from the...
Stop right there. Because I've become supremely aware of how people like to use rainbow colors, rainbows everywhere. But that rainbow is not a promise of life. That rainbow that they're using now is a promise of death. See, that's what happens when you have deranged, insane people take something that's supposed to be positive and they flip it. That is what you call a flip. They flip the script. And you guys are still stuck in the old shit of what it was, but you don't see that that's not what it is now. It's a trick. Just like this trans shit. I'm not talking about transgender, I'm talking transhumanism. The fact that you would take all of the land and shut all the farmers down and make it illegal for them to farm on their own land. Well, that struck a nerve. To all of you who bought stock into Bill Gates and this bullshit, and there's a lot of you. Well, maybe not a lot, but it's that top level of that pyramid that they're working on. I'm like Kanye. I do hope you get what you deserve. I'm not gonna say again what Ye said, but if you, since some of y'all follow trends, you know exactly what he said. I guess he said it to Adidas, but do 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 do. I be the video J when he acts just I am the best at, well, period. I'm just saying, I wish upon people what they wish for others. They say do unto others as you wish people to do unto you, but it's clear that these people don't have a clue about or care about what they do, and they don't care what they do to children. So what makes you think that they give a shit about what they do to you? But these are some of your leaders. They're all sucked out, fucked out, crazed out, drugged out. And again, I've said it before, kids should be off limit to you bullies and whores and what you do. There's a heavy price for that. But I'm the enemy, though. I'm the bad guy. Sure. Okay. If I were the bad guy, I would not come around me today, because my eyes can make you spontaneously combust, and trust me, I would literally eat that shit up. I would love it. I would love those laser beam eyes just to look at somebody, and I have to be careful what I wish for, because I just might get it, you know. So but I'm just saying, you have adults who can't handle their own addictions. You've got kids who are really, really, really fucked up and trying to lead, and they can't even lead themselves. You got kids trying to lead me and think I won't beat their ass. Your parents didn't spank your ass like they should have. I will spank your ass on every motherfucking level. You have the nerve to want to play devil and play with the devil and play with witches and spells and shit like that you learn on TikTok. You do not know the energies that you're drumming up, and those energies will stop you before they ever touch me. But you know, go head on, see? It's funny when you look on YouTube, it's like there's nothing on TV and there's nothing on YouTube. Real content creators were doing something, then once again, the thirst-trapping whores would do what thirst-trapping whores do. You got on there, get out of here. Waspy, waspy, waspy. Why are we doing this? Darling, darling, go. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad, my bad. I had the screen open. But I mean, you know, you have professionals. It's just like in radio. You have professionals who are really into the community. Not the ones who are just about the money. Not the ones who just wanted to get sucked and fucked by every woman. Literally. You know, some people let that shit go to the head, the fame, and they just want to get somebody in their bed. I mean, I know. Because, you know, I had these same guys try to do it to me, and I worked there. It is real weird when you go to work and you have, like, high school reporters looking at you like, jealous, like, what are you doing here? Little bitches, I work here. What are you doing here? Does your mommy know where you at? Does your daddy know where you at? And some of them didn't have moms or dads. Or they just wanted to, like, be around radio announcers. They thought it was just so cool. Just like they want to be around stars. They think these stars are so cool. And what you don't realize is some of these stars are more corrupt than any psychopath or psycho killer that you'll ever run into. Don't think that these stars aren't, some of them are psychopaths. Just because you give somebody money doesn't make them, you know, precious or valuable or honorable. A crazy motherfucker with money, the same crazy motherfucker, the same drug addict who didn't know what the fuck to do, and you give them a lot of money, they're going to be a rich drug addict. Look at Wendy Williams. That's clearly addictions. You miss the addictions in people. I do too. Because we look at people through our own eyes. We look at people. It's this door thing. We look at people how we want them to be. But now I'm telling you, you better deal with a very, very, very real reality of stop looking at people how you want them to be and look at people as they are. When you get that inkling that there's something wrong with them, there is. You might not have another chance. You got to be like a real soldier in the field. You might not have I had to handle some door problems. You might not have a second time to get a second time. You could find yourself in a situation you have to make a split decision. So keep this in mind. Be careful who you choose to call you a friend. Be careful who you take into your house. Damn, I thought I got you out. How did you get in? I'll tell you, between the wasps and the birds and the drones and the bees, whatever. I'm finishing what I... Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. You know you don't belong here. You know you don't belong here. I'm going to have to get the bear again. Sorry, y'all. Get out! I did it. My Gerald bear. This is my Gerald bear. This is the bear I got when Gerald Levert was here. Years ago. The synchronicities aren't missed on me, by the way. Shout out to the bear. You're the bear. If you're into, if you're really native, you know what I'm talking about. I love my bear energy. Anyway, buy your child a bear today. Just see that. Buy your child something nice. Better yet, just give them a hug. Give them some real love. Take the time. They're going through stuff. But you know what? You can't. You'd rather be fucked. You'd rather get on YouTube or get on social media and throw it up. Your tits and ass and everything. And you don't even give a damn about your kids. That is showing your lack of class. But you say you had good parents that raised you. Clearly not. Clearly not. It is not missed on me with the fentanyl and the candy and the kids and the distraction with everything else. Everything gets escalated during election years. Every election year, the shit gets out of control. So you be distracted on some horrible shit to take your attention off some more horrible shit. So I'm just saying, while you're looking at all this other horrible shit, first off, do what you need to do for you. Do what you need to do for your child. Stop trying to front for social media and try to get quick extra money. Know when you stepped out of pocket. If you say God, you better, what God are you serving? Again, this is a moral code. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But what God are you serving? Because you better be careful, because God is listening to you. And God is everywhere. God is too. Now, I could be just a crazy lady just talking out my head, but why you follow me and copying me instead when I can see everywhere my influence? And now the people want to put a target on me. Oh, we're really going down this narrative. See, but no. You're not going to put me on the cross, because you know what? Have it. Have it. I'm not here to save you. I just hope at least one child will see this and know that I care. Don't come knocking at my door, though. But talk to your friends, if they're really your friends. And be aware that your friends might not be your friends. Because even with children, for every Abel, there's a Cain. Even with children. Parents, teach your children well. A great Neil song. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. That's still my shit. Fentanyl candy for Halloween. Right before the election. There is a cold, hot place in hell for some of you. And you know who I'm talking to. That's all. Wincy's child. Just being me. But I'm the problem. Well. What would a troublemaker be? These posers, though, man. Sheesh.